right, y'all.
We're back.
We're back. We're Black and White Randomz podcast. I'm T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
Alrighty, guys. Pretty much we come with the most randomness of all time.
Yeah.
Popular topics.
If you make a list of our topics,
you never know.
Definitely random. Yeah. You try to list them out.
Who knows?
Yeah, I never know what we're getting into when we start.
Absolutely not. But just make sure you guys hit that like button for us.
Yep.
Please subscribe to the channel.
Comment.
If you have not, because a couple of y'all come back, y'all just have not subscribed. So please do that. Otherwise, we're gonna hop into this.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
First topic of the day.
Huh?
If you had to go back to high school, what would you do over?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I'd stop being so damn timid. I was real timid still. Like I didn't want to get involved in anything. Like I was on the debate team. I was the captain for a while, but other than that, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to I didn't go to none of the sporting events. I didn't do nothing.
She sure didn't. We used to turn up at those sporting events.
I didn't do none of it. I met some of my best friends there, but like even then, I still didn't do any of the typical stuff that you do. And it wasn't for any other reason that I just was too shy to do it.
She gonna take her book back home.
I did.
And get in a book.
I did.
That was about it.
I did. And
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's just
I definitely did. So yeah. I would stop being so timid.
I don't know. I feel like I was to go back to high school. I don't know.
You made the most of it.
I made the best of high school, like high grades.
Yeah.
Honor society, like all the sports that I wanted to play, I definitely played.
Talent shows.
As talent shows. Won a couple of them talent shows.
Sure did.
Was on choir at some point. I don't know. I'm just really going back.
You made the most of it.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I would have tried to make more time towards the end of my high school to probably date in the high school. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It was a couple of them that was trying to come to me, but I was so busy with everything else that I really just did not. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they still tried it after I graduated.
I was gonna say, couple did.
Maybe.
I still think if given a chance, a couple of them would, but that's a different conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was so into everything that I wanted to do that I was just like, I don't have time for you.
Right.
And you kind of give me the ick a little bit, so I don't know. And this is before the ick was a thing, before we defined what the ick was.
That. I don't know what we were calling it there, but it was something.
Maybe something, but I definitely was not.
Not at the time.
Not at.
Right.
I don't know. All right. Well, moving along.
Okay.
If you had to choose a celebrity mentor, who would it be?
I think the same celebrity I would want to be for 24 Hours, Pink. She's that, imagine my personality, those things that she just, that complete opposite of me. I could use a lot of that type of attitude and feeling and movement in my life. I
would honestly say she's not afraid to express herself at any point in time.
Right.
That's for sure. In fact, you know what? She reminds, if I could compare her to a male counterpart of whom she is, I would give it to Eminem. Her and Eminem are very similar while different all at the same time. They have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
But I feel like the differences are just for the simple fact that they're opposite sexes, genders.
Yeah.
But other than that, the outspokenness, I don't care. And at points in time, she was speaking out about some of the same female pop stars. Eminem was it's just giving real similar.
A lot of her too reminds me of my mom in the best kind of ways. So probably her.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, no, she's a little bit younger, so I definitely want to see that.
Okay.
Maybe Angelina Jolie for me. And the reason why I think
that's not surprising.
Well, I love her as an actress. She's my favorite actress, but I think because she has like something in her that wants to do good for humanity as a whole.
I was literally getting ready to
like
say
that
her
is
humanitarianism.
like that's definitely not like I can genuinely care about somebody and still like going about my life. And like seriously, I made my one good deed for the day, I'm good type person. Like, I'm not thinking about the greater good of everyone all the time. Like,
no,
put
not
that
all
at the forefront. Like, no.
That's a special type of person that does that.
It is. Yeah. And plus some of the baddest experiences she's had in life, like how does that shape one as a person? Like, like dealing with the people judging her because she adopted all these kids, and then her actually having kids, and then even her dating life has been kind of like real weird. Yeah. So like,
absolutely,
like just figuring out like who she is as a person, and she kind of like keep herself out of the limelight now. I feel like when she first started like going off the rails a little bit to the media, we will say that because that's how they tried to like push her. Yeah, I feel like she somewhat still kept it together. Like you never really heard too many crazy stories about her. Right. Yeah. So maybe like an Angelina Jolie.
I can see that.
Maybe an Angela Bassett too. Oh, yeah. Like to be on the other extreme, like probably like an Angela Bassett, because she always seems so well kept no matter where she is. Yeah. And yes, she can hold her own. What's her name? Rachel Lee Roth. Bro, hold up. What is her name? Dang, she won like a Grammy. I mean, an Oscar or something last year. Yeah, Rachel Lee Roth. Is that her name? I'm not sure. She's real. Like this is a real strong black lady. I will give her that. Cheryl Lee Ralph. Is that it?
Is it? Hold on.
Cheryl Lee Ralph. I believe that's
Ralph. You said Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's her. Yeah, Cheryl Lee Ralph. I don't know why Rachel came to mind. Anyway, Cheryl. That chick. First of all.
Yeah, when I saw her face,
when they say black don't crack, between her and Angela Bassett, they've been about the same age since they started their career. Like, there's no way. And I mean, they carry themselves very well. And when they have to be outspoken, it's in good taste. Yeah. But just to follow them and how they got to a point in their careers where they were, because when they started, there weren't too many black actresses in Hollywood to begin with.
So they're not reaching the levels that they've reached either.
Absolutely not. And going through all of that. So yeah, I would definitely say them.
Okay. I can see that.
All right. Well, here we go. Okay. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but this is crazy. Have you seen the Sergeant Adams fight?
No.
Oh, this been floating around. This is like viral right now.
No, I haven't seen that.
So apparently there was a fight between two sergeants in the military. Well, I'm going to assume the other guy was a sergeant. We'll put it that way. Okay. I don't know. Heck, he could have been a lieutenant for all I know. But don't know what branch of the military it was. Heck, could have been the army. I don't know. Didn't really look that close. Mm-hmm. All I know is the fight been going around everywhere, and everyone is talking about it because apparently the guy that she fought, it always in the ring. It was like MMA style too. Like they were inside a cage. Okay. And the guy before the fight apparently was like boasting about, I guess he must have knocked some female out, and he was like puffing his chest up about it or whatever. And
about knocking out a
female? I'm guessing she caught wind of it because, bro, she beat that man to tarnations, like for real.
Good for you, man. Like, good for you. Why?
And it was wild how it happened too, because like he started off like trying to like come at her. He kept swinging. And a couple of them, it looked like he might have connected slightly, but she hit this man so hard. I know he saw his light flash before his eyes.
She was too quick for it.
So he started like falling backwards in some kind of way. Like this is why it's like MMA like, because like they started off like almost in like a boxing stance, sort of martial arts stance, like whatever, they were upright, and then all of a sudden she like slid up behind him and put him in like a one of those Fort Nelson type, I don't know, holds or whatever. And I was like, dang, what y'all mixed in jujitsu with this or whatever? Because she like was about to choke that man out. He tapped.
Oh.
But yeah, she got up and was just like, it was like a female war cry when she beat this man. She got up.
Like in general, don't be a sword winner. But if you're a man who beats a woman, especially don't be a sword winner. Come on now. Like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
I think that's what probably set her off. But then
Probably
again, you never know
part,
what she said before time. But apparently, like, that was like the rumor, and they posted it. And yeah, sure, you got your butt beat.
Ooh.
You got your butt beat. And I think somebody said that, and she yelled like, "That's for all women" or something crazy. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you activated the primal womanly fury is what you did.
I don't know, but not realizing like there are women out here that really can fight. Like,
yeah, there absolutely are. We can outskill you. If nothing else, we can outskill you. We might not outweigh you. We might not outmuscle you. We can damn sure outskill you.
All I know is homeboy need to figure it out. Okay. Because
he gonna take a break. Make him take a break, y'all. And I bet when he comes back, he ain't gonna fight no more women.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So here we go. If your mom warned you about one of your friends, we're just gonna put in a scenario. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna dig in a little bit deep once I get through this.
Okay.
Potentially backstabbing you in the future. Are you taking that advice? And the reason why I'm stating this is I was watching a video with Lisa Ray McCoy, they want to call her, whatever. And her mom apparently was at her wedding when she was, when she got married to her ex-husband or whatever, and everybody's out on the floor dancing or whatever. And Nicole Murphy, for you guys that don't know, that is Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, was one of her friends at the time. And wife, right? She was dancing on the floor, huh?
His first wife, right?
I believe that's the one that was the longest. So I'm assuming she was the first one. I don't know for sure. But yeah, apparently like she was dancing out on the floor or whatever, and her mom spots her on the floor, and she was like, "You need to watch out for that one right there." And of course, Lisa Ray like, "Who? Like what?" She's like, "No, you definitely need to watch out for her." And come to find out, that woman actually did end up sleeping with her husband at some point during their marriage. Like, and it's wild because I'm like, how serious would you be taking your parent at that point in time? They like, because I feel like a lot of us have had friends where our parents was like, yeah, probably not that one.
I'll tell you, my mother's track record was 100%. She was not wrong. If she felt the need to say something to me, she was not wrong. Now, like I said before, it might have took a while for her to be proven right, but she was not wrong. And that just is what it is. I didn't have, and still don't have, a large social circle. Certainly never a lot of people that I was willing to bring to the house and like introduce to her and hang out at home. But the ones that I did, she never had a problem with none of y'all. Because it was only y'all I ever really in adulthood introduced her to.
I can understand that.
But yeah, if she did say something, she was never proven wrong. And that is just that.
I don't know. I feel like it puts that thought in the back of your mind to like kind of like watch them a little bit closer than normal. But I think Lisa Ray probably was like, nah, she just tripping like at the time.
Right.
But I think as time probably went on, she probably started noticing little things.
It like sits,
that was like
it like sits in the back of your brain like a time bomb.
Like you just put this little,
goes off.
Put that little ninja back there. Like
and then one day it goes off and you're like, oh shit, mom was right. Mom was right.
Like mom, like really? That's.
I don't know. Has your mother ever warned you about anybody? Because I don't think you're like me. You don't really bring a lot of people around.
No, but my era of judgment was a lot better than my brothers. Yeah, my mother was very much like spot on with my brother's friends or whatever. It's crazy. As far as me, I think like the one boy that I did bring past the house, she was like, I don't know about him. But other than that, like nothing like too crazy or nothing like with friends, no.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Emotional distance within relationships. All right, so loosely defined as when too much energy is spent chasing success, emotional needs in the relationship often take a back seat. Over time, this distance can leave both partners feeling unsupported and unseen, which that usually drives a wedge in people's relationship.
It will, absolutely will. And if it was already there, it's going to put the final nail on that. Absolutely.
Well, I feel like in general, there's always a lot of, even sometimes at the start of a relationship, you always have somebody that's more emotionally like not sound or not in tune than the other person is.
Yeah.
And it could be on either side. Because sometimes people are like, nah, the man is more than likely emotionally distant. And I'm like, that's not always true.
It's not always true. It does kind of break down to be more often than not true, but it's not always. No.
There's some dudes that'll be emotionally invested, but for the female.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Some people honestly say a lot of times if that's true, more than likely the relationship will work out by the time the female emotionally attaches to him.
Right.
And that could be from like past hurt. That could be from a lot of things. So I feel like a lot of females in the beginning, if they emotionally distance themselves, it's because all the hell they went through right before they got with you. And it's nothing to do with you. I'm sorry to say this. You just met her at a time where as though she was damn near emotional gangster. She was not in the mood for it. And she presented herself as such. And a lot of times for a lot of females, it comes off as bitchiness. Usually when you catch us in the bitchiness mood, we emotionally shut the hell down.
Yeah, and it's and it's misconstrued too, because we're not like, really, that's not what it is. Like, then the assumption that we're just bitches because we might not immediately want to engage with you, that's gotta stop. Like, we are allowed to not want to have conversation or entertain you. We're allowed to just not want to do that.
We can, but I feel like because we're not open, another thing that's really given, I'm just going to be honest, when we shut ourselves off like that, that is a very masculine behavior. And a lot of women don't realize that. They like, man, I just didn't really want to deal with him. There's a way to politely shut down a man while still being on your receiving end. And a lot of women have not mastered that. They just shut completely the hell down. You know, there's a way to not give off I'm a bitch. Yeah. And still escort this man the opposite way.
Right.
Sorry about it.
That's true.
And you can still shut him down and still have a nice conversation with the guy or whatever. Like, you don't have to be an evil ass bitch.
No, you don't.
There's ways to shut these conversations down, and we just have to do a better job of knowing when a guy is approaching you, how to shut things down. Prime example, dumbass guy that walked up on me last week when we were at the casino.
That was
because and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, because that really did come off masculine harsh what I just said about him. But I feel like it's not even his fault. It's the way that females respond when they're insecure to certain behaviors from a man. You should not, in passing, be flying by me the other way going, hey, damn, you look good. Can I get your number?
Yeah, you're not going to get.
First of all, I barely even seen the guy. I heard him as he was flying by me. And other news. Did not stop.
Like, he just zoomed right on by.
Like, he was just zooming by, and I was like,
wait, as if an afterthought on his way out.
Like, he had to fully, like, I don't know if he had to fully check me out to see, like, okay, the front was fine. Let me see what's going on with the back.
Yeah,
like,
but even
I don't
if
know.
That's the case, sir.
I have no idea, and I don't want to make that assumption because I'm not a guy. Like,
yeah,
I don't know
for sure, but it was very much. Oh, let me try.
Like, let me just see what's out there. Right. Let me see if she's just going to jump and bite at this. No.
Yeah, no.
But also, when I turned around to, like, meet who he was, like, by all intents and purposes, like, he, you know, if we just going to go off of physicality, he was dressed okay. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not going to say what height he was because that's irrelevant. Yeah. But he also had on sunglasses, so I couldn't really see, like, your eye, like dark sunglasses. Like, I don't know who I'm talking to at this point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
we're already standing in the casino.
What do you like doing? To him, like, he just thought, like, that was, I guess, I don't know what he was.
That probably works for him more often than not.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it works for him. I don't know. Right. But, like, flying by me in that manner is probably not going to get you what you want. No. I don't know.
Very true.
And it's not like, I'm not even going to say this because, like, I hate saying this to you. But I feel like sometimes when you have on certain clothes, it's more asking and revealing and inviting and this and that. I didn't have on anything like that. Let's be clear.
Not even.
Let's be clear.
You were complimented many times on that outfit, but it was far from attention seeking.
It really wasn't. I just think I had on an outfit that's not
seen
in this area a lot.
Yeah.
So like when I had it on, I knew I was going to draw some type of attention, but I didn't know.
Like legitimately, she was
like for me, because when I was in Pennsylvania, it was every now and then you might get people to look, but like they wasn't like.
No, she had people stopping her and asking where she got it
from, and the crazy part is it was mostly men though.
It was men,
which was wild. Like they would all just be looking like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was.
If y'all want to know what the outfit is, let us know.
I was gonna say, let us know. We might be able to work that out.
Yeah, every now and then I have on a good fit. Anyway.
More often than not, she has one on before me, but yeah, every so often.
I don't know. I'm a fashion clothes head. I don't know, but it was weird though because I just got my own style. If that makes sense sometimes.
No, you can't. You can't classify.
I don't know.
Really
I'm the one in the friend group. They always like, I wouldn't even saw that together, but that's crazy.
I tell her that all the time. I will tell her, and she'll get some shit, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you can figure that out, but nobody else will figure it. She'll do that with my daughter too. She'll buy herself. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
And she find a way.
And she's like, shut up and let me figure it out. All right, fine. She does that shit all the time.
It is what it is, my God, baby. She gonna be flashy when she want to, when she stop getting on my nerves sometime. But that's neither here nor there.
I think that's normal.
That's normal,
right?
Anywho, all right, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
To this next question. Okay. Why do people ignore red flags in relationships? And is there an amount of red flags you need before you move on?
I'm good. In the most respectful way, I'm gonna borrow one of your favorite things. It's self-esteem. That's why you ignore them. You got low self-esteem. I'm gonna borrow one of yours because
it absolutely is.
It's definitely low self-esteem.
Absolutely.
And how many are you gonna put up with? That's up to the person. Honestly, everyone has a point where too much is too much. When does that point come? I don't know. It really depends on the person that you are trying to deal with when you should stop.
I don't know. I feel like this is what happens. And I've seen this multiple times outside of like personal experiences and stuff like that. Women, we always need all the proof to go ahead and exit ourselves from a situation. And I mean this in the best possible way.
Like I said, my new thing is respectfully but disrespectfully. It's my new thing.
Yep. So what happens in our minds usually, a lot of us. Yeah. So instead of like when we finally like, and these dudes that know when they got you hooked too.
Yeah.
Right? They already know.
Yeah.
She gonna do this, she ain't gonna wear it. I can get away with this, and this. Our problem is this. We see the first couple red flags, right? And when I say the first couple, I mean literally the first couple of red flags. And our female intuition is going, bitch, you better go ahead and move, bitch.
Yep.
Like, figure it out and go. And it's screaming at you to go ahead and run.
Yep.
Our problem is we want to get our get back. We want to expose him. Let me tell you something, women. They don't care when you expose them. You want to know why? Because when you do expose them, what they do, the first thing they do is come up with the stupidest ass lie you've ever heard. Like you didn't just present them with all the information. So you have, in your investigative ass Scooby-Doo fucking mind, went out here and got all the goddamn evidence that you already knew. Because we will sit there and wait. We will know that they are cheating. And I'm not saying that's the worst case scenario with the red flags is that they're cheating.
Right. Okay? There's a lot before you even get to
sometimes it's not even them cheating, but in the worst case scenario, it's the cheating portion. So you'll sit there and see all the damn goofy ass red flags, and you keep piling them up. So what happens is you eventually stumble on the evidence that you need. And in our fucking egotistical ass mind, I'm about to expose him even though I'm leaving. Bitch, why did you even stay that far?
Right,
You just
for
wanted
what
to sit there and
purpose?
expose him just for him to sit there and lie in your damn face. And
Right.
or he'll crawl with his tail between his legs.
Yep.
Right? So you expose him and he admits it, but it's like a damn, I'm caught and I'm feeling shameful. I'm feeling now you feeling bad. You're gonna get met with one of the two things. He gonna lie till he blue in the face about the shit, or he's gonna sit there and like literally like until and admit to the shit, but he's going to feel a type way about it because he got caught.
Right.
Not the fact that he didn't want to do it. You already knew when you got the evidence, you could have just bounced. Actually, before you had the evidence.
Yeah.
The problem is you was gonna look crazy in your mind by leaving this man because you didn't have the proof yet.
Right. Yeah.
You didn't have the proof because you was gonna sit there and go, well, it's time for me to go. No, not realizing like these men do not own you. You can exit when you feel like it.
It's harder. It becomes more complicated when you're sharing assets, you're sharing space, you're living together. But at that, we're not living together stage yet. There is no reason not to leave in that first couple of times. If you're living together, it's a little bit stickier. We get that, but you still shouldn't be hanging around.
Oh, Maya Angelou said,
oh, Lord.
When someone shows you who they are, believe them. It's believable. They already showed you their cards. That man Ben showed you who he was. Absolutely. You just kept on with the dumbness.
Yep.
Because my thing is there is no right amount of flags. It's the most egregious flag. The first couple of ones are the most egregious. Anytime that man, and the crazy part is God then slapped you upside the head with all the the alert, and you like, no, like I don't really have all the proof yet, so
yeah,
I'm gonna just go ahead and hang around. A man will respect you more for distancing yourself.
Yeah.
Than he will for you sitting there like a lapdog.
And it's so crazy to think that she's actually right. It's crazy to think that she's right though.
All right. Mm-hmm. So it's the last and final question.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Now,
no, she look at me like that.
Because I feel like I'm gonna have to explain a little bit behind this.
Okay.
Because this is a blanketed statement. White women dating black men that do not realize what part they are playing in the possible future of his life. The reason why I made this statement in the first place.
I was going to say, you got to explain that to me? I don't think
no, I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm going to explain to the people that are listening.
I was going to say,
okay, because it is a statement.
Already know. Uh-huh.
Now, the reason why I said this is there is a woman that I follow, and her sons are biracial.
Okay.
She and they also identify themselves as black. We are in America. Does not matter if you biracial. Sometimes, depending on the area you live in, the police and other people are going to view you as black, especially when they have some level of racism within them. These people are in. We just gonna let it go. Okay, right. So that's the extreme version of it. So she has taught her sons a certain lesson. Right. So one of her sons is dating a white female.
Okay.
They were in the parking lot leaving the store. They got in an argument in the parking lot, and this white woman starts screaming, hollering, crying. They're just having a regular argument. He leaves her there, walks off, and exits himself from the situation. The chick got pissed off because he left her there, and she thought they should just, hash it out, and then got together and left. He was like, "No, I'm exiting the situation." Why? Because she has taught her son that in the area that they're in, this white girl start crying. Historically, what happens to black men in this country is they are carted off to jail, they are not heard out, or they are beaten or killed.
Yep.
Historically, this is not nothing new.
Nope.
White women's tears in this country, which was the point that she was trying to make, are detrimental to the black man.
Whether they're real or crocodile tears.
Like, that historically in this country, we have one specific case where a white woman came clean in the 2000s about something that killed a 14-year-old boy in the United States back in the 50s, whose name was Emmett Till. So you can go ahead and look that up on your own. Because the white woman said that this man was whistling at her and cried wolf because a white man caught her in the woods, but she actually wanted to be with this black boy, was chasing him down, they was playing, having fun, but she knew when the white man came that it was going to be a problem. So she faked and cried, and they beat that boy to death for no reason.
Sure did.
Which, that's the extreme of a situation.
That is the extreme.
But it is very true.
It's a common extreme, though. That has happened a lot in the U.S.
There are cases of a lot of white women crying wolf in public over minuscule things.
Yep.
Or because they pissed off, they upset, they this, they that, and they're not paying attention to the fact that you're actually dating a black male. So you got to know what you're getting into. Like, if you say that you love that black man, you can't be out in public doing certain things, man. I'm sorry.
No.
If it's not in defense of him or paying attention to the audience that you have, like, yes, you can. I'm not telling you not to argue with him. There is a time and a place, because I'm not saying that he's always going to be correct, but you just got to be mindful of your surroundings and what you're doing and how you're saying things. That's probably a conversation y'all could have had when y'all left. You could have been pissed all the way off.
Right.
Your feelings could have been hurt. But just be mindful.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to tell you, if it was two black people out there arguing, a male and a female, people would have been standing there watching and recording them, and then they'd have bopped off. Ain't nobody calling the police unless he was about to look like he's about to beat the hell out of that girl in the street and kill her. Other than that, they'd have kept going on. A white woman, people be on high alert. And I can only speak to inside the United States. I don't know how this works outside of the country. I really don't.
No, we don't. But definitely here, that is absolutely the very real life situation. Very much is.
Like I said, you got to be mindful of how things look. You got to be on high alert. And I just feel a specific type of way, because the crazy part is it kind of proves what Dr. Umar was saying correct. Like, snow bunnies don't care about these black men the way that they try to say that they do.
No. And there's and then also classify, there is a difference between a snow bunny and a non-white snow bunny. That's a certain type of a white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not all of us. That's a certain type. But though, absolutely, they do not care. They don't care at all. They want to be fetishized. They want to be. They want that.
And they get on TikTok talking about how these black men fetishize them.
Yeah.
But my thing is, they ain't got y'all back when y'all get caught up in these certain types of situations. The black females over here be having y'all back.
They're not going to protect you. They're not going to try to. Nothing. Not a thing. Yeah.
I feel like human and human, we should have each other's back, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
I don't know. But
that's
let us know how you guys feel about these topics. You can leave us some comments below. We answer usually.
Yeah.
If you want active.
To, if you came across us, you're listening. If you want to watch the video version, find us on YouTube. Our YouTube is Black and White REACZ. So Black and White Reacts is our YouTube channel. You'll find the video versions of our podcast there.
Absolutely. Just remember to follow, depending on the platform. Any of the other platforms, like, comment, share,
subscribe,
hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube, and we see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.